Let's talk about visibility in your online business. This is something that over and over again I hear from new entrepreneurs and even seasoned entrepreneurs who are putting things out for sale and they're not making the money that they should be making. And maybe this has happened to you, where you keep putting out offer after offer and you hear crickets and you're wondering what's wrong with you that nobody's buying. You have the same 100 people or 400 people or 2,000 people on your email list, and you just keep churning through them, making your offers over and over again. So today I'm going to talk with you about why visibility is really important in your online business and how to actually go about it over the next 30 days, how to grow your audience over the next 30 days. I want to invite you to explore the idea, to really settle into the idea that you're going to be growing your audience for the rest of eternity in your business. This is the job. Yesterday, I had an interview with someone for her podcast. She was pretty new to human design, and she focused the entire conversation around what ChatGPT has told her about her design. This is what we're up against in the online space now. People can put their charts through ChatGPT. This girl just put her birth information in and asked, and I couldn't wrap my mind around why she didn't have any idea what I was talking about with the chart, why she didn't have some sort of a visual, and it's because she's done all her work with ChatGPT. So what we want to do is when that person is searching for human design or astrology or whatever your modality is, we want to be top of mind. We want to be the person that they think of first. I mean, it would be great if they never even considered ChatGPT. I don't know if that's still on the table for us, but it's definitely on the table to be in that person's mind when it's time to hire someone. So you need to have a following somewhere. And I know that there are many of us in the spiritual space who don't love social media. I'm going to do a news flash here for you. It doesn't have to be social media. There are lots of places that you could be followable if you are consistently putting out content. Now, when I say consistently, I want you to understand that that means whatever consistency is for you. My human design profile is a 2-4. My consistency, my cadence looks very different than a 4-6's cadence. A 5-2 is going to look very different from both of us, and that's okay. That's the gift of using your human design to build your business with intention, is that you get to do it your way. Your human design tells you how you do the things that you do in your business, not if you do the things that you do in your business. In order to develop a following online somewhere, and we're going to talk about the places you could do this, you need to be followable, which means that you need to be creating and posting valuable content. What's valuable content? It's probably not the educational stuff that you think you need to do. Your audience does not need more information. They need to understand how to integrate that information. Someone can go to ChatGPT or to Google or to Instagram or any of the places and get scads of information on human design. They can be educated. This is the information age. There's no shortage of information. What they need from you is to understand how to actually use the information that they are getting online in their real life. When you do that, when you show them why this matters, what's different about human design than other things that they've tried? Why does understanding their astrology help them in your expertise, your niche area of their lives? That's the kind of content that's going to make you followable. And you don't have to be on social media. Yes, social media makes it faster. That's a hill that I will die on. It absolutely makes it faster. But if you can't stomach it, that's no place for you to be. So where you're going to show up on a regular basis gets to be your decision. Maybe you have a podcast. Maybe you have a YouTube channel, a Substack blog. It can be anything, as long as you make this deal with yourself that you're going to show up consistently, again, whatever that means for you, and you're going to provide valuable content for your audience. Now, the thing that I love about social media and growing your audience is that it gives you a place to talk about these things. Let's say that you have created a lead magnet with bodygraph.com, or the human design chart is embedded on your site. How are people getting there? How are you driving traffic there? You could be running ads to your site. You could be using really great SEO. You could be being mentioned in ChatGPT searches. You could be posting on social media to drive people there, or talking on other people's podcasts to drive people there. But the fantasy is that you're going to put this chart on your website or this lead magnet on your website, and all of a sudden people are going to flock to it and find you. And that's just not real. What's real is that you're going to create a pathway for your people to find you online and to get to your website to run those assets. And you do that by creating content or creating paid ads or both. This is not just a new entrepreneur problem or challenge. This is for all of us. If I were to say the one thing that we need to be doing until the day our business retires, it is growing our audience. Because we can't keep putting our offers out to the same people. That tires our list, tires our people out, burns out our audience. And I know that that's the last thing that you want to do. We need to continually be bringing new eyeballs into our world so that it gives us new people to entice with our offers, new people to serve with our offers. So here's some audience growth tips that you can do in the next 30 days. And I've included a workbook here for you so that you can actually go through and check them off as you do them. Really challenge yourself to stick with this for 30 days and see what's different. If you would like to be visible on social media, or if you have decided that that's going to be part of your strategy, even if you don't super duper love it right in the beginning, I invite you to choose just one platform. You do not need to be everywhere at once. I get really tired of listening to these online experts who tell us that we need to be omnipresent, that we should be on every single platform that there is. That's a surefire way for you to burn out. Rather, pick one platform that you can enjoy and be there. Commit to that for 30 days, whatever that commitment looks like for you. Email list growth. So as I mentioned, we need to find a way to get traffic to your website to grow your email list. So how are you going to get them there? Are you going to post your lead magnet on social media? Are you going to go on other people's podcasts and invite people to download their chart or your lead magnet? Are you going to talk about it in blog articles, in paid ads? What's your strategy to grow your email list? Because your email list is your property. It's really an important asset in your business. And there are lots of trainings in Business Mastery Hub and lots of podcast episodes on the Pulse on Human Design to walk you through how to grow your email list intentionally and why it's important. Think about partnerships or collaborations if you are someone who enjoys that type of thing. Maybe you don't want to have your own podcast, but you could guest on other people's podcasts. So approach people who are niche neighbors who you actually can add value to their podcast. This is not you going on someone's podcast being the me show. This is you going on someone's podcast delivering value to their audience. So who are your niche neighbors that you could appear on their podcast? Maybe you could guest blog for someone. Maybe you could do some sort of an IG live swap or a Facebook live swap. Go into groups and share your expertise there when invited. Make sure you check the group rules. Don't be gross, be a good human. And then what about summits? Maybe there are some human design summits, but also think outside the box. What about things like parenting summits if you're in that niche? Or relationship summits, marriage summits if you're in the relationship niche? There's all kinds of summits outside of the human design space. Podcasts, blogs outside of the human design space. And I think we can get tunnel vision sometimes and think that we have to collaborate with each other. It's actually probably more powerful for you to collaborate outside of the human design space than inside the human design space. So make that list and commit to at least one collaboration over the next 30 days or pursuing at least one collaboration. The beauty in that is that you get to get into someone else's audience and they get to come into yours. So you're sharing your audiences in a really intentional way. What about YouTube? This is something that so many people overlook. YouTube is one of the best places that you can put your content. YouTube content lasts forever. It's a search engine. I believe it's second only to Google. I could be wrong on that. But it's a powerful way for people to find your content. What kind of content do you need to create for YouTube in order to lead people to work with you? So again, it's not just about information. It's about how are they going to integrate the information into their life, their business, their relationships, whatever your niche is. And the invitation to work with you further can come from that YouTube channel. You can absolutely link up your lead magnets, human design chart, any of your assets that you have created in Bodygraph.com software. I'm going to give you a couple of things to keep in mind as you're doing this work. One, visibility takes time and it's never done. This is something that you're going to be doing for the rest of time as an entrepreneur. So create a strategy that really works for you. Create a plan, if that's your jam, that really works for you. And understand that you are always at least 90 days out from the sale. The work that you do today is not going to probably bring you a sale tomorrow. I mean, it could happen. Absolutely. We want to be open to that. But this is work that you're doing that's going to affect your business about 90 days from now. Second, I invite you to redefine what consistency means to you and then show up in that consistent cadence. And always remember that visibility now means sales later. So if you're thinking about a launch 3 months from now, you got to get really visible talking about the content that you're going to be pushing towards in that launch today. Your homework, your mission, should you accept? Choose one visibility platform or strategy and stick to it for 30 days. Go through the workbook here to move you forward on this path, to be your accountability partner in your work. Post your commitment in the Bodygraph.com Facebook group. We would love to hear from you and celebrate you on your wins along this journey and support you when you're feeling like, oh my God, why did I agree to this for 30 days? And then when you would like some more information, dive into the Pulse on Human Design. There is so much juice there for you to help you grow your business.